Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Asim. I'm working as a DevOps engineer. Guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how we can securely use Cloudflare Tunnel, and we are going to set up on our GK cluster. So guys, I'm already logged in into my sandbox right account, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to provision a new fresh cluster, right? And we are going to set up Cloudflare Tunnels, right? So let me do that, and then we will discuss some of the points we need to make sure. Okay, those are important points in terms of your commitment, I mean regarding the GDPR or anything you have set up. So if that allows you to do that, you can use Cloudflare Tunnels, and I'm going to show you the other most secure option, which is always applicable on GDPR or everything, or if you're engaged with PCI payment card industry, you can use that, right? So let's jump into provisioning our cluster, and I'm going to provision this cluster, right? Click create, and we're going to go for the standard one, right? Click switch to standard. I'm going to simply create the cluster, right? And it is going to be zonal one. So just create it, and this is the sample cluster. So it is start provisioning, right? So once this available, I'm going to bring this into my container, and it will take some time. Till then, we are going to discuss some of the stuff regarding the tunnels. So guys, this is my Cloudflare account, and I've already tested with sample application API, right? And what we are going to do, we are going to create tunnels, and if you want to create new tunnel, what you need to do, simply click this icon, and here you need to navigate to this network section. Here we have tunnels, routes, and targets. And although I already tested it, so what it does, once the tunnel is created and your app is set up, I'm going to show you what it does. It is going to make a CNAME record in your um, DNS, right? And you can do it manually as well, but it is going to do it automatically for you. Anyway, what we are going to do, we are going to create a new tunnel. So let's try to create it, and I'm going to call this DevOps, right? So save this tunnel, right? So guys, what it does, it is going to provide you this IDs, right? So I mean, this is the Cloudflare service. If you click this guy, it will provide you the token as well, right? So let me go back to the section. So this is the repository I've created. I mean, what we are going to do, we are going to create a secret, right? In namespace Cloudflare Tunnels. In fact, I've updated the namespace as well. So let me just refresh it. Okay. Okay, that is fine. Okay. Cloudflare Tunnels, and okay, let me check. Okay, yeah, that is fine. What we are going to do, we are going to create a specific namespace. You can use default as well, but let's try to create this particular namespace. And definitely we need to wait for our cluster to be provisioned. It will take some time, so let it provision, and let me do a refresh here. It is still in progress. Let me get rid of some of the stuff. So right, so it is going to be 3 node cluster. So this is the process we are going to follow, is to create this cluster. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this token here, right? And let me just paste it. So once you paste it, it will give you a complete I mean ID what we have. So this is the complete stuff. So I'm going to do here. So I'm going to call this demo. Once let me create this file demo.txt, right? And simply what I'm going to do, I'm going to paste this guy here. So this is the complete token, guys, and what we are going to do, we are going to copy this section here till end. I mean, simply if I navigate to this is a long token, and we are going to simply copy this guy, right? So this is the complete token actually. So yeah, let me just paste it below just to show you guys. This is the token, and now what we are going to do, just see our cluster is provisioned or not. So, and double check that hopefully it also provision the VMs, right? Let me navigate to this section. You will see VMs are provisioning, so currently it is doing the health check as well. So yeah, we have done the first part, right, and this gives us ID, and the other step, let me cover the theory till then. So the other steps are going to be, I'm going to show you, if you deploy a sample application, it will work, but I'm going to show you more more powerful way or more efficient way to use the Cloudflare tunnels, and we are going to do via Traefik Ingress controller. So by using that, it gives you more functionality, in fact complete functionality of Ingress controller. You can do a traffic splitting, set up the rate limit, and many more stuff which Traefik offers, and we are going to use the latest version of Traefik with that. So let's try to bring this guy on our container. So I've already I've done exec into this guy, right? So let me show you. Okay, get nodes. Hopefully we'll see some nodes. You see our nodes are available but not ready, but at least our cluster is available. Now guys, what we are going to do, we are going to simply follow the steps, and it is going to be available shortly, right? So wait for a while. Still not ready, and because of the health checks, right? So till then, what we are going to do, we are going to use that particular command and navigate to this repository. Simply what you need to do, copy this particular command, and I'm going to do update, or simply instead of doing that, I'm going to update my readme md here, sorry, this one. So I'm going to fill this guy. Instead of Cloudflare token, I'm going to use this particular token, right? So let's simply paste it, and then we are going to create namespace, right? The namespace is going to be Cloudflare tunnels, and let's see our nodes are available or not. You see all are ready. We are going to create one namespace here, and the namespace is going to be this one, Cloudflare tunnels, right? And in this namespace we are going to create secret, which we have already pasted, right? And the secret name is going to be Cloudflare tunnel token, right? So just simply you need to do is to paste this guy here, and okay, previously I was doing in namespace Traefik internal, so we are going to do a little different here, and simply I'm updating the command here, right? And simply paste this guy. So it's created, right? And what now we are going to do, we are going to get rid of this guy, or press Ctrl Z, right? And I'm going to update some of the documents for you guys right now to make sure everything should be perfectly available. And this part is done, right? We have created the secret, right, in that particular namespace. Now simply what you need to do, navigate to this deployment, and I'm going to update the namespace of the deployment here as well. So instead of Traefik I'm going to use this Cloudflare Tunnels, right? So guys, what I'm going to do, simply deploy this tunnel. So deployment is pretty much the simple, and it is using this app name, right? And these are the arguments, right? And it is going to use that particular secret, right? So simply I'm going to apply this guy. Oops, I need to make sure I'm in the right directory. I need to navigate into this tunnels directory, and then I'm going to do apply to this deploy Cloudflare Tunnels, right? So I'm going to apply deploy this, and hopefully if everything goes well, the pods are going to be created. So guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to navigate to my K9s, and let's see what's happened in our particular namespace, although we can see from the kubectl command as well. So let's navigate to the namespaces and simply navigate to namespace Cloudflare Tunnels, right? So you see our three Cloudflare Tunnels are available. If anything goes wrong, these are not going to be in running state, right? So it is working fine, and you see it is registered, right? So if I navigate back to this section, Cloudflare, okay, and if I do refresh here, okay, eternal name, okay, and click this guy, you see it is healthy. And so it was asking for the new stuff here. So guys, previously, as I told you, this is my previous tunnel, and this is our new tunnel which we have deployed, and it has 3 replicas. You see these are available. So guys, instead of moving to Traefik, what I'm going to do, I'm going to deploy the application, right? So this part is done. Now I'm going back to I'm going to remove this guy. Now I'm going to navigate to the section where I'm going to deploy a sample application, right? So regarding for that, what I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to navigate to this Traefik Ingress controller and Ingress route, right? So we have this app, and this is very much basic app. So let me get rid of this settings, right? So this app is, guys, let me show you what we have. So it is a simple deployment with 3 replicas. Just for understanding, I make things very simple for you guys. It is going to run on port 8080, and this is the name of that particular service, right? So very basic app, right? And it is going to be running in default namespace. So I'm going to simply do k apply -f to this deployment, and also this is going to be available, right? So if I do k get pods, which is going to show us the default namespace, right? And if I do k get svc pods, and it gives us the services and pods, right? So this is the service we have deployed, and what we are going to do, and if I navigate to this section, so the name of the service, guys. So, and let me simply provide you this command instead of pods. So I just want to make sure you get simple understanding about that. So name of the service is this, right? I'm going to copy this guy, and if I navigate to this section, so click configure, right? So what you need to do, navigate to public hosted zone, add host name, and I'm going to add this app API. Previously I've used it. So domain name is going to be this. You need to register the domain name. So type is going to be HTTP, and what you need to do, provide this Cloud Geeks API, right? So you can use this as well, but we are going to go for the proper naming convention. Like, this is the name of the service. It is running in the default namespace, and full you know name is going to be DNS name is going to be default svg cluster.local. So let's try to add this guy, and path is going to be same, right? So it is actually successfully added. So once it is added successfully, so just try to refresh it. Hopefully it is going to make a CNAME record here in our hosted zone, right? So you see app, and if I try to access this particular guy, let me do that, and what it does, you see our application is successfully running, you see. So this is how simple it is. This is publicly available, right? And let me get rid of this guy. So but we don't want this setup, like it gives us less control, sometime not giving us the full load balancing features. So instead of doing this, guys, what we are going to do, we are going to use the Traefik as an ingress controller. I'm going to use internal Traefik, right, as an ingress controller. So I'm going to simply navigate to this section. So everything remains same, right? So guys, what we are going to do here, we are going to deploy Traefik as an ingress controller. So simply what you need to do, click this guy, and I'm going to use the internal values to deploy the Traefik, right? So guys, we are going to use this particular version. It is pretty much the latest, but definitely let's check what is the latest version. As far as I tested this on that date, and this is the latest version. So now they have this updated 34.1.0 anyway. So we are going to use the same version, that is totally fine. And what we are going to do here, let me check where we are. We need to be in that particular section where we have our values.yaml. so what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply paste this guy. So guys, what it does, it is going to provision internal ingress load balancer controller in GKE, right? And we are going to use this particular load balancer controller instead of providing our service to in our Cloudflare tunnels, right? So guys, one thing, as I already told you, if you have any GDPR requirement or payment card industry, so you need to just make sure that you're very much compliant with that, because Cloudflare tunnels are routing in your running in your cluster, and it is routing all the traffic to Cloudflare, and it is bypassing the any setup you have, like firewalls, or Palo Alto, if you have set up in your Kubernetes, in your network, right? So it is going to bypass that and push the traffic to Cloudflare. Although Cloudflare is very powerful and one of the top companies providing security, and it provides definitely layer 7 protection regarding the SQL injection, other stuff, DDoS attacks and all that. So I'm a great fan of this Cloudflare company, because they are one of the top companies providing that services, secure services, and companies all across the globe trust this company, and they are very efficient and smart. So just to update you, you need to make sure that. And other option I already covered in my past videos. You have more option with that. For instance, as I discussed, if you have compliant requirement regarding payment card industry GDPR, if you don't want to use or you don't want to run these Cloudflare application in your cluster, simply you need to provision the Traefik as an ingress controller. It is going to be public ingress, and I'm going to show you that then you simply need to make a record in your CNAME. So it is going to route the traffic, and you can still have that particular functionality. You can set up those WAF rules anyway. So this particular tutorial is specifically regarding this tunnel stuff, but I'm going to show you, try to cover all the stuff which we are actually discussing, right? So guys, hopefully our Ingress controller is running. So let me navigate to this namespace Traefik, and okay, I provision the external one. Anyway, that is fine. You can provision the internal, that is going to still work for you. So external we definitely need it, so it is going to provide us the public IP. So if I do kubectl get svc in namespace, namespace is this, so I've copied the wrong command. So anyway, I mean, still we need this external load balancer, right? So now the point is that I'm going to try to internally access this guy with Cloudflare Tunnels. So what I'm going to do, so the DNS name is going to be Traefik, right? So let's try to copy this guy, and I'm going to update, simply configure the tunnels, right? So click this guy, edit, and I'm going to click this guy, and I'm going to update this guy. So Traefik is the name of the service, guys, and the namespace is gonna be this one, as I told you. So it is running in this namespace. We are going to update that, and it's going to be svc cluster.local. So guys, I'm going to save it, but it's not going to work. Let me show you that. So you need to understand this as well. So if I navigate back to this section, so if I try to refresh it, the service is going to be stopped. You see, it is saying bad gateway. So guys, the point here is I need to tell you that your traffic is using by default self-signed certificate, and those are purely secure. It is going to automatically rotate those services. So it is totally fine. You can use that. So guys, what we need to do here, and regarding that, so if I click this guy, right, click edit, so you need to navigate to this advanced section, TLS. So you need to simply disable this option, and other security stuff. If you want HTTP2 connection, you need to simply use this section, save it, right? And once it is saved, let's go back to this section, bad gateway. Let's try to see. You see, at least our traffic is routed to our section, I mean to our traffic. But now it is totally the traffic. You need to set up the ingress routes and all the stuff. You need to set it up. So currently we don't have any ingress route, but you see, at least traffic is secure and everything is working, right? So this part is done. Now we are going to simply do the routing stuff, or using the traffic as the way we do, right? So this is the route, guys, we are going to use. So I need to make sure that previously I've tested with app. We need to set up our route as well. So the name of the service is exactly the same, Cloud Geeks API service, and we are going to call this one. So I'm not going to use any TLS here. The reason for that is that we are going to use, if you set it up to this, it is going to use the TLS of Traefik, which I already shown you guys. So simply what I need to do, I'm going to apply this particular ingress route. To make this apply, and navigate to this ingress route, and k apply -f, right? So now you guys have, I think, understanding regarding the regular traffic which we are using, right? So k get ingress route, right? Ingress. Okay, get ingress route Traefik.io. I think there is a yep, S is missing. Okay, you see guys, and what I'm going to do, simply describe this route, simply describe this guy, and it should be pointing to this anyway. So headers are going to be in this one, app.saklanmushtaq.com, right? And it is not working. We need to check the logs regarding that, why it is not working, because everything we set up is I mean, it should be working. So okay, let's check that what we have in this route. Might be anything we are missing here, so we need to check that, right? So let's debug the issue, and regarding that, after debugging, you see this part is already fixed. Now we are going to do debugging part, right? And let's try to do that. Okay guys, regarding the debugging part, now let's try to navigate to this. I mean, deployment is fine because we have tested through the Cloudflare. So let's see what we have in Ingress route. It is routing towards the right service, right? And update the name is fine. Okay, okay, this one, you see, if I do get Ingress classes. So as I discussed, I wrongly set up this I mean, instead of internal, I set up this external, so that would be even fine. We need to use this ingress controller as external. So that particular ingress class is incorrect, right? So regarding that, what we need to do is to do kubectl apply to make sure we are using the right ingress class, right? So let's try to apply this Traefik external, so it is configured. So I think if I navigate to this section, and let me navigate to the section where we can see the stuff regarding the application. You see, now our application is running, and you see it is perfectly load balancing between our pods, which are in the default namespace. So we are securely, you know, accessing our application, right? It is connection is secure, and we are using Cloudflare tunnels, and you see it is load balancing between our pods as well, because now what it is happening, it is sending request to our application pod. So these are our application pod in namespace, and if I select this default namespace, you see the name of our pods. So it is just purely now ingress. You have all the functionality of, you know, Traefik as ingress controller, you see, and you can also I mean, use Cloudflare tunnels. You see, this tunnel is what we are using. This is the name of the tunnel, right? And simply if I navigate to this tunnel, you see it is healthy. So guys, that is how you, I mean, efficiently, securely use the tunnels, right? So let's try to use the other route. Let's say I'm going to simply copy this guy, right? And let's say I'm going to create one more application here. So I'm going to I don't want to use, let's say, Cloudflare tunnels, and I want to use regular external you know, ingress controller as a Traefik. So let's try to create this file. So I'm going to call this ingress route external, which is what we are actually using it. So that's a good thing, we created external load balancer, and let's see the stuff what we are doing here. So simply guys, I'm going to use different name. Let's say I'm going to call this DevOps, right? And let's call this guy DevOps. And what I'm going to do, simply I'm going to apply this, right? So if I do ls here, you see one file is available. I'm going to use kubectl apply, and ingress route is going to be dash external, right? So you will see that we have two okay, in fact it is actually configured that instead of I should give this guy another name, I'm going to call this external as well, so my bad. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to reapply the previous one, so that is fine. This tutorial to give you understanding, hopefully you guys understand. Now what we are going to do, I'm going to reapply that, so it should now create a new ingress route. So previously the name was you see it is now created. So if I do kubectl get ingress route, right, let me give you a complete name. If you not give it, it is also using the default name space by default, right? So now we have this ingress route. So simply I'm going to describe this to give you more understanding. Ingress route, name of the route, and it is going to be in default namespace, right? So this is the DevOps, right? So if I do kubectl get svc, just to quickly see the public IP address of this guy, I need this one, and I'm going to simply create one entry here in my DNS. So just create one. A record is going to be encrypted with using this proxy status, and let's try to save it. So you see, this is the difference, guys. Now we are not using tunnels. As I told you, if you have a requirement different other than GDB or PCI, you don't want to use tunnel. So I'm showing you the other way around as well, which is definitely very secure as well. So devops.saklainmushtaq.com. You see, now we are still able to access our application securely, and as discussed, you can set up WAF rule and other stuff. So these are the two ways I shown you guys in the same tutorial, and it gives you more understanding how you can use Cloudflare tunnels and the regular way to use Traefik. And I showed you in fact three ways, both like Cloudflare tunnels with service name. That gives us very less functionality, so I shown you the perfect way to use the Cloudflare tunnels, and also shown you the way which we are actually using as a regular ingress controller. So anyways guys, if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe the channel. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.